Want to know what a real man would tell their lady about love and life? You're in the right place. This is Hello Ladies with Rom Wills. Rom Wills is a speaker and author of several books on relationships. Grab some wine, sit back, and enjoy.
Welcome to the Sunday morning simulcast with Rom Wills. Don't focus on what if. Don't focus on what if. And that's something we all do. That's something anybody who say they don't do it, I commend you. I ain't gonna say you lying, but I commend you. Because we all do it. Even I do it. So, like I said, I'm not some guru who's sitting on top of a mountain who just figured everything out. I'm right down here in the trenches with everybody else. And so when I overcome something or I see something, I'm going to share it with you. Because sometimes you be thinking, well, if this happened, like going through life, people might think, all right, well, if I got with this person or if I had this opportunity, things would be better now. Now, usually people who focus on what ifs, things aren't going well for them. Because if everything going well for you, you don't think about what if. You just glad you at that point, you happy, you're grateful. And that's where everybody needs to be. Because here's the problem with what ifs. Like, what if I got with this person, this mate? Or what if I took this job? Or what if I moved to this other place? You know, you don't know what'll happen. That's the problem with the what if. You don't know because the past has already happened and you had no way to track it. Like, say you get with a particular mate, like, and a lot of people do this if they've been married or they with something and they having trouble with their current mate, and then they think about somebody who they dealt with in the past that they didn't get with. Now, of course, they conveniently forget the reasons why they didn't deal with them, because people get sentimental with their, once they start remembering something in the past, they tend to like gloss over like the negative parts. They forget they were dealing with an asshole or something. Excuse my Francais. They just remember the good parts. But sometimes somebody think, well, what if I got with that person? They were so nice. Well, first of all, you don't know what it might have happened with that one person. That person could have turned out to be evil. Or somebody who was hiding like a part of their personality, abusive or something like that. And then people might be like, well, what if I took this particular job? Okay, you might have thought you would have been happy, made more money, but then that business might have gone out of business right away, or you might have been fired, or something happened just to make your life miserable. It's like, oh, wait a minute, I'm spending more time at work. I can't really work with my family or something, Or just living in a different place. You don't know what happened. You could have moved someplace and then something happened, or it might have been a worse neighborhood than you thought, or you might have some crazy ass neighbors. Something. And see, here's the point with it. Why you don't focus on what if. You honestly don't know the outcome of it. A lot of times when you skipped over that, like you didn't get with that mate, you didn't take that job, or you didn't move a certain place, and there's a thousand things you could say. It was actually the best thing that happened to you. I've met people who got fired from a job. They got fired, but because they got fired, they either took a job that turned out to be their dream job, or they took a job that they ended up doing something that they were good at and found some fulfillment, but they wouldn't, if they didn't get fired, they wouldn't have known. They might have moved someplace they didn't think anything about, but, because of different factors, the housing value might have went up, or they might have had like just some great neighbors. You just never know. It might seem like going through life, sometimes something seems bad, but sometimes in the big picture, boom. Now, on this channel, in these podcasts, these Sunday morning podcasts, I don't project a particular spiritual path. But one thing that I've learned, and I've interacted with people of myriad paths. Sometimes when the deity that you adhere to closes one door, another one is open. The deity was probably like, nah, I already know what's down that door, fam. You prop your brakes, fam. I know you want to run in there and just jump in, but I already know what's behind that door. So I'm going to keep the door closed. Yeah, you banging on it. I'm going to just let you bang it out. I ain't going to open that door for you because I already know where it leads to. You ain't going to like the path. Like, let me use an example because everybody knows this. How many people had thought things would be great, like they would get like that fine, that beautiful woman? Like she gorgeous. Or that fine guy, built like fine, he's like fine wine, got money, everything. How many people have thought about that mate or whatever? And then they lose touch with them, and then, they have some trouble with their current mate. They look that person up on social media. Or they run into him, and they like, they looking at him like, wait a minute, this person's jacked up. Or they find out that the person has some negative character traits that came out with somebody else. And you like, man, I dodged a bullet. That's why you don't really say what if. I'm going to tell you what. Going through life, be grateful for everything that's happened, good or bad. Even if something is bad happened, if you're in a great position now, you might not be in that position if that thing ain't happened. Because one, it's a lesson. Two, it probably kept you from going down a bad path. I'm speaking to you now every day just because of a incident on my last day job that made me think, I need to get out of here. Now, somebody might look at the incident as bad, but I was like, man, if that thing didn't happen, y'all probably wouldn't be getting all of this. I know a detractor might be like, oh, man, dang, I wish that thing ain't happened. But, yeah, you just never know. I mean, I think back to college. After my freshman year in college, I wanted to transfer. But some circumstances I wasn't able to, and that was like the best thing that didn't happen to me. It was like, because I got friends for life from college. Just because I decided to stay, because then I just ran into several people, they were just important to me in life. And that's how you have to look at it. You're like, don't dwell on it. Don't focus on the what ifs. Don't focus on the what ifs. Like, if this happened, I did this. I mean, I know, I know it's tough to do. Let's just be real. It's tough to do. But just keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Learn from whatever happened, good or bad. But then just say, you know what? This is the path. All right? Learn from it, so if it was a bad thing, it don't happen again. Learn from it. If it was a good thing, you know how to replicate it. So but whatever you do, don't focus on what if. So anyway, that's all I have for today. Peace and many blessings.